Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your channel for grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you those of you that are watching the replay. We got green screen problems. It'll be all right. But welcome. Today we're going to talk about the astrology of the week, and I'm going to do a tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead. There's a lot going on. There are some big changes happening right now, and I'm sure you guys are feeling this crazy energy. So right now I'm going to try to fix this background thing real quick while I talk a little bit about some of the fun and exciting things that are currently going on. So one thing that's really cool is that the sun has just entered into, and I'll show you the chart in a moment, but the sun has just entered into the sign of Libra. And so we're in a whole new season. So happy Libra season. And obviously, like when we switch seasons, the energy shifts, the theme shifts, things change. And we find ourselves kind of feeling a little bit confused, possibly. I've been getting some comments about people feeling like out of sorts energetically, like this background thing is going crazy. However, as I disappear and appear, however, it's actually a really beautiful transition that we have embarked in. And this transition has to do with entering into an energy of integration for the next 3 months that are happening, which is basically the fall season. And we just had our fall equinox group ritual in the STARSEED membership, and that was pretty an eye-opening, I would say, experience, because we are seeing this theme of emotional frequency being very strong right now. So we're in the midst of like really crazy transits that are bringing in so much emotional energy and emotional waves that it almost feels like, is this really Libra season. Are we still in Cancer season? And then we have to look at the fact that Mars is right now in Cancer and will be in Cancer for a long time, which creates more of that emotional energy that we're moving through. We're also in eclipse season, and eclipse season can be revolutionary, can bring change, can bring uncomfortableness, can bring up triggers. So there's definitely plenty of things that can make the energy feel a little crazy, a little wild. Earlier today, I uploaded a new video that I am hoping to get to do every time the sun enters into a new season. It was Libra season divine messages. So check it out when you get a chance, and let me know what you think in the comments of that video. It was basically a reading for what Libra season will bring, and it was a really, really cool reading. So hopefully you get an opportunity to check that out. I also have a couple of awesome astrology courses going on right now. We have the interpreting astrology school and mentorship, and we also have the goddess astrology school going on. Both of those are amazing. The interpreting astrology school is to literally learn how to read charts, and that's a year-long program. If you want to join us, we're barely like into our second month, so you can easily catch up with everything. So that's exciting. We also have a global community, and we are going to be having a free event, which is a yearly thing. I started doing it last year. This is the second time we're doing it. It's a Moon Goddess Akashic Healing Retreat. It's a virtual event, so all you have to do is just show up. It's totally free. We're going to do chakra clearing Akashic journey. We're going to do Kundalini meditation. I'm going to do a sound bath for the solar eclipse. The event is happening from September 30th to October 4th, which is the eclipse week. And we're also going to be doing a collective reading with some of the other moon goddesses that have graduated from moon goddess training. And we're going to be doing yin yoga with Tori, who is another moon goddess training graduate. She'll be guiding us through that. And it's really just self-care as we get ready for the holiday season that can tend to get a little crazy. So I hope that you can join us for that. Again, it's totally free. All the links to everything that I talk about in the broadcast are usually found in the description of this video on YouTube, but you can always go to my website, channelforgrace.com. And let's dive into today's topic. So I'm going to cover the astrology, and you'll be able to watch on the screen what I'm talking about. That makes it really fun to be able to actually look at the chart. But before we dive in, I want to say hello to everyone that's here live. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome in. Hello, Mary. She says, thank you for the great Libra season reading this afternoon. You're welcome. Hello, Valerie. Welcome in. Christina Maria is here. Welcome in. Good to see you. Raessa, welcome, welcome. And Florina, thank you for being here. And if you are watching live, say hi in the chat. I love to see who's here, and I love the live event energy. So join us. Okay. So here is the chart that we're looking at right now of the current astrology of this moment. Last week, when I did the weekly reading last week, we focused on the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that we were having last Tuesday. So since then, the moon has started waning, and it's moving towards, hello Bernadine, it's moving towards its balsamic phase. Not quite yet, but it will end up going into its balsamic phase. That full moon last week was so bright, like for 3-4 days at night. I could literally see like everything outside. It's crazy. And I go outside a lot now more than ever. I love where I'm at, and it's so beautiful at night and see the stars. So yeah, the moon made it so bright the last 4 days of last week. So we're kind of coming off of that energy. And this week, when we come together to do this reading, a lot has changed and a lot has happened. For one, the sun is now in Libra. We are in the Libra, the fall equinox, we're feeling, a lot of like, we're feeling a shift. The fall equinox is about finding balance, like meeting in the middle. And it is a portal. So anything that you do during this time will magnify itself. So you want to make sure, you want to be careful, like you're not expanding energy that is not going to serve you. So that's a big deal. Today, I did so much today. We just did our group ritual for the equinox. We did like a group reading for the Starseed membership, and it was amazing. And then earlier today, I filmed and uploaded the Libra season video that's here on YouTube. And then in the Starseed membership, the Libra season astrology and theme of the month. And then also Venus in Scorpio, all signs. And that's the other thing that has happened between last week and this week is Venus literally entered into Scorpio yesterday. And so she is the ruler. Hello, Chanel. Good to see you. She's the ruler of this season, of this Libra season that we've just like we've been ushered into. And so she's going to guide the energy. And I talked about how Venus in Scorpio is an intense energy, and she represents what we truly desire. Scorpio is more depth. So she says that this Libra season, the key is to go deeper, go underneath the surface. Surface level stuff is not going to do it. Surface level stuff is not going to cover the kind of like work that we're going to be doing. And the reason I say work that we're going to be doing is because the sun is going to make a conjunction to the South Node this season. We are going to see a new moon solar eclipse that's happening literally next week. So our Akashic healing retreat, Moon Goddess Akashic Healing Retreat, is next week, Monday through Friday. And right in the middle of that week is the solar eclipse in Libra, which is a South Node eclipse. So next week for our weekly video, we'll be focusing on that. But these are big changes. And that means that energetically we can feel off. Energetically we can feel like I can definitely feel that Libra season is over. I mean, Virgo season is over. I can feel like, okay, something new is here. A new theme is here for us to work on. And that's the theme of literally this week. So in this chart, you can see the sun is now at 1 degree of Libra. Venus is at 1 degree of Scorpio. And those are the two big changes that happened between last week and this week. Another important thing, though, is that the sun made a trine to Pluto right as it entered into Libra, which can foreshadow like the work that's going to happen during the season, which is deep soul work, basically, with this energy of Pluto. And the Venus also is currently and did make, as she entered into Scorpio, a square to Pluto, which means things showing up in relationship, challenging things showing up so that you can do the deep inner work. But she's like, I got you because I'm in Scorpio now. Even though she doesn't like being in Scorpio, she's going to freaking like get it done. We're going to get her done. So this is the energy of this week. Like Libra season, fall equinox, Venus now in Scorpio. That's huge. Those are like, and then Sun trine Pluto, Venus square Pluto. Like the frequency of Pluto during this season is huge, which means deep wound healing, trauma healing, going into the shadows, going into the underworld. Those are big themes, not just of this week, but of all of Libra season. So if we start moving forward from here, we go to tomorrow, we're going to see that Mercury is going to make a trine to Uranus. And Mercury is the mind, Uranus is the higher mind. When these two come together, it's actually an awakening and opening. And you can see in the chart that this is actually a grand trine, not just even that, a grand kite, like because it's pointing at Neptune and Neptune is right there. You can see all the degrees, like 27 Mercury, Uranus 27, Pluto 29, and then Neptune 28. Like that is a very close orb within like a 3-degree orb. And so that means it's definitely a significant thing. So grand trines or grand kites, they enhance energy. They bring more harmony between the communication of the planets. So again, Pluto, Mercury, and Uranus. And this is the mind, the cosmic mind, the higher mind. And when it's a trine, it's a positive influence. And so what we're going to see is new ideas, more like evolved ideas, more insight, more epiphany as to the deeper lessons that are showing up with Pluto for this week. So this isn't just like one aspect, it's actually a grand kite. And then the next day, Mercury makes the exact opposition to Neptune. So this grand trine gets even stronger. And he's also basically making a trine to Pluto. So all these planets are like trining Pluto. Well, also, you know, Venus with the square. But that means that Pluto is available. Like I'm available for deep inner work. We are closing the last 16-year cycle with Pluto since 2008. That Pluto was in Capricorn. This time is crazy. Remember, we're still in eclipse season. So all of these things, just because it's eclipse season, are 100% magnified just because we're in this energy. Fia says, I feel it. Yes, totally. Thank you, Christina Maria. Appreciate that. So that's what is happening. That's what we're experiencing. Everything is enhanced and magnified. But thank God that these aspects help us process things, right? Mercury helps us process through the mind. So when the opposition to Neptune happens, though, on Wednesday of this week, that can feel like lack of clarity or feeling unsure of like what to say or what to communicate. But then that just means that we need to trust the deeper truth and not get deceived by the fog that is like out, that feels like it's outside looking in, because the truth is always found within. So we move on to the next day, September 26th. And now we see that Mercury enters into Libra. So Venus entered Libra this weekend. So she's officially here this week, brand new into this energy. And now Mercury changes signs. So again, when planets change signs like this, and there's like a lot in the same week, it can feel like, whoa. And it's like, you can't quite settle into the energy. It's not really a settling kind of energy anyways with eclipse season, you know, but Mercury will enter Libra. And this is bringing the idea of balance and harmony in communication and in connection to people and relationships. So wanting everyone to be heard. This is like the best like judge energy, you know, like, well, what do you have to say about it? Well, what do you have to say about it? Okay. So now that we've heard everyone's side, we can like come to a conclusion, but not until then do you feel like you can really truly express balance or bring about balance through your communication and through your expression. Yes, we also have, great time for subconscious work. We also have a mini moon asteroid coming in. Yes, we do. I talked a little bit about that in the membership. That is quite interesting that it's happening right during the eclipse. They're calling it a second moon, which is always significant. What the astronomers call an asteroid that comes through, when they discover it, what the time, all of that is important. It gives meaning to it, which means that essentially what this asteroid will bring is, I've heard people talk about it, the Leo King especially talk about it as this asteroid is going to bring some like weird foreign energy into the picture. And also based off of the fact that they're calling it a second moon, that it's going to bring a lot of emotions will come with it. Like whatever news it brings, whatever like new thing that shows up, right in between eclipse season will cause emotional frequency to come through. So that is really really powerful. Okay, so then we continue moving forward, and we are basically going to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we end the week with Sunday, and this is the next set of like big events that start coming up, and we'll probably talk more about them next week. But very important, because we're going to see an exact conjunction between the sun, Mercury, and the south node at 6 degrees around there. I can actually go to the exact point. And this is right before, it might be, right around 6 degrees, with Mercury at 5 degrees, pretty much almost there, just 1 degree away. See if he makes it into 6 degrees before the sun switches. I think so. Anyway, so 6 degree is, we all know that number. And look at that. Whoa, 58, 38, 58 minutes. Come on, Mercury. Okay, boom. 666. Okay. I don't really have to say much more about that. However, I will add that this number, although it has like these kind of crazy, negative, scary connotations, the number 6 is actually connected to the 6th dimension, which is the dimension of the architects of reality, basically the sacred geometry that makes up the universe. And so this is, we live in the 3rd dimension. We're here to take quantum leaps to the 6th dimension to understand how everything works so that we can recreate it and change it in the 9th dimension, become the architects of reality. And this is actually telling me, as an astrologer as well, Sun, South Node, Mercury, that this is about learning how things work in this realm of the South Node, which has to do with karma and past lives and like the past in general. We're learning how it works. We're preparing for the eclipse that's coming, because the conjunction with the South Node and the sun happens before the eclipse. And so it's like we're in it already before it even happens, right? The moon is dark. The moon at this point of this conjunction is in Virgo, like so balsamic, which can also feel very like dark and intense and kind of emotional and like lonely and like this energy of solitude, because like we're getting ready for the rebirth. It's like the transformation, the transition, like the death into the rebirth of the solar eclipse, which is a South Node solar eclipse, which means it does bring up karma, and it's not as exciting as a North Node eclipse. It's really important and it's really powerful. But it's not like the exciting, like North Node eclipse where like destiny, we're moving forward, like it's exciting, like let's go energy. This eclipse is more like finish the job, like you're not getting away with not finishing the job. And that's going to be because this is the last node we're going to see, the last eclipse we're going to see with these nodes. Like 6 months from now, the next eclipse season is Pisces and Virgo. We may see another Aries. I don't think so though. I think this is it. We're going to have Pisces and Virgo eclipses from now on. So significant, like 100%. And so that is the last thing that happens right around that time. And then also on that day, we start to see that day and then into the next day. So I should probably save this for next week, but I'll just mention it, that we will start to see a trine from Mars to Saturn, which I feel is very positive aspect. So those are the things that are going on this week. So it's kind of all over the place. We got some planets changing signs. We got a lot of Pluto energy, and Pluto is definitely important right now. Pay attention to Pluto. Because we're closing that cycle since 2008, which is like the last 16 years of our lives and the theme will completely change. Like the world will 100% will never go back to the way it was ever again. The minute Pluto comes back into Aquarius in November, and then it's going to be there for like long time. We're not going to see Pluto in Capricorn ever again for the rest of our lives. We're not going to see any of the aspects with Pluto and Capricorn again for the rest of our lives. So anything that's making a trine to Pluto, sextile to Pluto, conjunction to Pluto, like this is the last time those things are going to happen. The next sextile, trines, whatever squares to Pluto will be in Aquarius in totally different signs, in totally different energies. So big deal, big important themes. And, you know, we're in a whole new world now in terms of like Libra season and the fall season as well. And a new theme has like arrived on the planet and in our lives. So there's a lot of important things to look at. And one of them is going to be like, where is Libra in your chart? Like this week I would look at where's Libra in your chart and where is Scorpio in your chart, because of the Sun and Venus doing like powerful interactions like with each other within this space. So yes, a lot going on. So let's do a card reading to continue to see where what the message is from the Tarot and Oracle cards about this week. Let me reposition. My iPad's kind of in the way. Okay. So thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us this evening. We would like to ask for a message for this crazy week of the looming eclipse. What do we need to know? What will help us navigate through the energy of the week? What's our challenge? What's the current energy? What's the challenge? What's the overall theme? What wisdom do our spirit guides, ancestors want to give us? And then what wisdom, which animal wants to guide us through this week? All right. Starting off point, jumping off point. These two cards felt very strongly like they are here. Okay. We get the Fool and the Queen of Wands. So it's hard to see because of my green screen. I apologize for that. I should get a feature where like I can show the cards on the screen. But anyways, just know that we're looking into the Fool, which is a major arcana, and the Queen of Wands, which is literally the magic witch. She's like the female version of like the Hermetic alchemist, you know, but she's like really the one with the magic. She can do all the cool stuff. There's like a cat in the picture, you know. She's got a sunflower connected to the energy of the sun. She's got the staff. She's just sitting there like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I can create magic. And the Fool says this is a new journey. This is a new beginning. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully feeling the magic that we're able to manifest and create, and also recognizing that a new beginning is here. The Fool has to trust and take a leap of faith. What is our challenge for the week? We've gotten this card, I think maybe last week. 7 of Wands. The challenge is like, don't let things rock you off, like your energy. You may have to like protect yourself. You may have to defend your position. People might be jealous of you. Literally, someone contacted me today and literally said this, like, how can I protect myself better right now? It just feels like there's all this judgment and negative energy coming my way. That's literally what this card is about. It's like, you've worked really hard to get to the point that you're at. So don't let other people's energy affect you. Like, don't let other people's like projections, like even come into your auric field. Today we did a beautiful protection mantra in the Starseed membership so that we can remind ourselves, like, protection isn't about the protecting yourself against things that come on the outside. Yeah, unbothered. I like that. Protection is really about you recognizing your inner strength, and that your inner strength is always going to, because of you're strong, like that you're always protected. So make this be, right, a passive thing instead of like an active thing. Like, don't retaliate against energy that you feel could be affecting you, but instead, like, just be strong and stand strong, and you won't have to do anything. Like, that energy will just fade away. But that could be a challenge that we will be facing this week. All right, what's the overall theme of the week? I also get the sense that with the Fool card, it's also like, be careful where you step. Like, don't just go blindly into things. Like, you know, use the wisdom, right? The magic queen. Use your wisdom, discernment, you know, don't just like jump off the cliff, but also trust, but know what to trust in. Okay, wisdom from our ancestors. So we get the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands reversed. So Knight of Wands is like a passionate energy that like is, you know, very powerfully, like, it's going forward. There's momentum. So it could feel a little bit like the momentum slows down because we're kind of faced with maybe a decision or a choice or a contemplation where we have to like become aware of how much we're giving and how much we're taking. And is there a balance between those things? So it's like, hold your horses, they say. Hold your horses. Is there balance between what you give and what you receive? That's the contemplation. And if you receive, are you grateful for what you're getting? And keep that cycle going. When you receive, give. When you receive, find the gratitude and keep giving. Keep being of service. I feel like this is a message for us. Like, keep being of service in the world. That's a very, very important thing. So this is, excuse me, I like got messed up. So this is actually the overall theme. We're not quite yet to the wisdom from the ancestors. I'm getting ahead of myself, just like the reading said, hold your horses. Dude, stop, slow down, check in. What we're doing is the balance between the giving and receiving is what you need to, that's what we're doing this week. So things can feel slowed down because we're like, wait a minute, and that's perfect because that's very Libra. So are you balanced in what you're giving and what you're receiving? Okay, now wisdom from the ancestors. That was funny. 5 of Pentacles. This is a card of feeling lack. It could be lack mentality. It could be like, I'm on the outside looking in. I don't have something that is found inside somewhere. I'm locked out. I'm on the outside. I feel like the negative effect of life. Like, this could feel like I don't have enough, right? Lack mentality. So I think this is the warning. I would like to pull like a clarification card for this. Why the 5 of Pentacles as the wisdom from our ancestors? I think they're saying like, don't take shit for granted. Like hardship. Hardship is like for real. And like, you don't want to be in that energy space. You know, like I feel like economically hardship is just around the corner and they're like, don't take anything for granted. Save. Okay, clarification is the star. The star is our hopes and dreams. Keep your hopes up. Keep dreaming the dream. Keep holding the vision and do not take things for granted and do not go into a negative mental space that will keep you from manifesting your dreams, what you truly want in this world. Which animal wants to guide us through this week? Yeah, I love that. The universe is working for you, not against you. New beginning, but we are not beginners. Ooh, yes. You are more mature this time around. Yes, the nightingale, which is about singing your truth. Like not even speaking your truth, but like singing your truth. Voice, sound, frequency is vibration. It's about our vibrational state. When you sing your truth, you're in the right vibrational frequency and in the right vibrational state. And that will take care of everything else. So, yes. And we get the crow at the bottom of the deck, which is like the magic queen energy. Well, that's it. I mean, this is a lot. Like I was saying, like this week, there's a lot going on. So just expect that energetically you might feel off. Energetically, you might feel overwhelmed. Energetically, you might be like high and then low and like all over the place. Like it's too much. No, yes, no. Then you might feel like you're like having to defend yourself. But just like, so find the balance, like between make sure you're giving and receiving equally. Make sure you're not taking anything for granted. Make sure you're at the right vibrational frequency to like help you on this new journey that we're walking into this week. But this time, like I like how Fia said, this time we're more mature. Like we're more experienced, and we know the important things that we have attained, acquired, accomplished, and like no one can take that from you. So stand in your strength, stand in your power. No one can take away the things that are like really, that are yours. So if you trust that, and then everything is going to be obviously fine. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you guys so much for being here, part of this channel. Definitely share this video out. I think this is a really powerful message. People need to hear it. And that helps the channel grow and the community grow and help more people find their way to wisdom and awareness and consciousness. That is such an important part of growth and spiritual evolution. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. I will be back in a couple of days to talk about the astrology of the Libra solar eclipse that is happening next week. And make sure to sign up and join us for our Moon Goddess, Moon Goddess Akashic Healing Retreat that begins on September 30th. That is totally free to attend. Just create your login and your password, your account in the Mighty Networks Channel for Grace. You'll get entered into the global community and just look for all events and you'll find all of the Moon Goddess Akashic Healing events there. Just RSVP, add to your calendar, and I'll see you there. Let's move through this energy together. Sat Nam, and see you next week.